Chit chat and chai, chit chat and chai, chit chat and chai. Let's chat, let's baat kare. Chit chat and chai, chit chat and chai. Let's chat with Chit, Chat and Chai with My Dream Divas on My Dream TV. Chit, Chat and Chai with celebrities brought to you by My Dream TV with Dr. San and Priyanka Srivatsava and Smart Ranges Dental. Let's celebrate our Mother's Day special month, starting with Manya Naidu and Divya Uni. And now we have Mrs. Lalita Ravi, health coach, entrepreneur, and with her upcoming projects in Hollywood as actress. Let's chit chat and chai.
Dental, we are family.
At Smile Ranger Dental, we care.
We are your best friend and we provide a safe environment.
Safety is our priority, and we make sure you have a happy experience.
We use standard, universal, and COVID precautions.
We make it affordable for everyone at Smile Rangers Dental.
At Smile Rangers Dental, we are a family-friendly dental office. We care for your healthy smiles.
We've been going to Dr. Sun for years, since he was 4 years old. Dr. Sun is someone who cares about our children's teeth. The place is so friendly. All the staff and the hygienist, everybody is so helpful when we come in. They're smiling. They remember my kids' names. They remember my name. They call and check up on us after an appointment. We really appreciate that. So I recommend Smile Rangers with Dr. Sun. If you're in the area, or even if you're not, drive out to Katy and have your teeth checked by Dr. Sun.
Smiles. Our family is always at your service. We are family and we care.
Smile Rangers Dental, caring for healthy smiles.
Wow,
That was awesome, Nisha.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Chit Chat and Chai with Priyanka and Dr. Nisha.
Yeah, let's chit chat and chai.
Cheers.
Cheers. And welcome to our today's evening show. And this is a special segment and a special month from this whole Mother's Day segment. And we started with Chit Chat and Chai with the beautiful, world-renowned actress Manya Naidu. And following, we have Divya Uni, and she is also a great national award and so many award artists, Manya Naidu as well as Divya Uni. And we have today a very, very special guest, right, Priyanka?
Who is that guest? Nisha, I'm so excited.
I know, right? I mean, our Chit Chat and Chai, we've been having great people, successful entrepreneurs. This person is very special.
And very successful mother as well.
Yes, and we cannot ask more than that for a Mother's Day special event, right?
Yeah.
And she is a health coach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and a medical nutrition therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And she has her own website and training courses.
Okay.
She is a classical dancer, Bharatanatyam dancer.
Full of talent.
Yes, and she has presented TED Talk and about successful life career. And she has also have a training session special for moms. And she has also an upcoming project coming. And she is also Mrs. Michigan Top 5 and her upcoming project in Hollywood too as debut actress. This is the one and only, the most talented, lovely Lalita Ravi.
Let's give her a round of applause. Welcome to
Thank
our
you very
show.
much.
Hi,
Thank you.
Lalita. Hi, how
Hi
are
there.
you?
Hi,
Hi,
you're looking
Priyanka. Hi,
gorgeous.
Nisha.
You're
Thank you
looking
so much.
gorgeous.
So are you.
Thank
So are
you.
you.
Thank you so much. And Lalita, it's been an amazing journey from the day we first met. We met at the Bollywood pageant, and we are here. You have, I mean, I know when I saw you, I knew you were already a star and a winner. So it's not a surprise for me. And I think you won like 4 or 5 or so many awards during the Bollywood pageant. So for today, we have you presenting along with other of our students here. And our show is very special, and this is a Mother's Day segment, and we will be honoring those kids too in our show. And we have a mother in our show, and we wanted to honor her too. She is a very special woman, and I love her enthusiasm, and she has amazing talent. First, we want to go over with you, Lalita. So tell me your journey from from school, college, and then when did you start your Bharatanatyam career, and how you got influenced into the pageantry world, and then now you are in your upcoming project. Let's do like a quick lines, and then we will bring the kids, and then after that we will talk more.
Fantastic. First of all, congratulations on this really, really entertaining and interactive chit chat and chai. I think it's really a very bubbly show, and the fact that you're bringing in so many children of young talents, seriously, kind of hands them the baton to lead a very interactive, very networking, and a very high dynamic life, which is, kudos to both of you as a host. And a little bit about my journey down memory lane. I'm not going to tell you the number of years because that's probably
No, we
not
don't want to know
required.
that.
Yeah, keeping it
Yeah,
as a secret.
because then everybody will feel like, okay, at this age she's so radiant, full of energy. So let's just keep it a secret. We'll be fine with that.
Absolutely. Well, regardless, my journey started when I was about 3 years old, as oblivious to what I was doing. I think mom said that she basically had a girl just so she could teach her dance and music. So I was named Lalita after the chants that she did on God. But needless to say, I'm the doted daughter out of 5 children because I was the only daughter, and then there was 4 sons before me. So definitely, I did get a lot of preferences in terms of being the only daughter. I should say that was a great beginning for me. But as far as my dance career goes, I think I was completely oblivious to what I was doing at that age, and barely about 3 years old, when I would pose for every picture in a dance pose.
Wow.
And so it started off that way, and mom says that she definitely wanted to train me in a classical art form, and so it was Bharatanatyam. So I started when I was barely about 5 years old. I also got trained in classical music, and most of my life, my early childhood, and my teens, and my early adulthood was in India. Got married to a very charming young man and came to this country about 26 years ago. I run a nonprofit organization. Music and dance is effectively a part of me, Nisha and Priyanka. It's almost a soulmate, I would say. I'm married to both the performing arts and, in a great way, to health and wellness too. So the background about health and wellness was not just something that I did as an academician, in terms of specializing in nutrition and food science, but it was something that always intrigued me because I thought health and well-being somehow ties in very well with performing arts. If you want to be good in your art form, if you want to be a fantastic artist, I think health is an integral part of your life. Regardless, I think the biggest asset that I have is my health. So it kind of tied in very well to my passions as a performing artist. So professionally, I became a dietitian and a health coach. So I run a nonprofit organization that trains students, adults, regardless of age. I've trained more than over 500 students in the last 12 years in different styles of dance, predominantly Bharatanatyam, also Bollywood. We run a lot of shows. We do a lot of productions outside the country, inside the country, in the United States. And so it's been a wonderful journey. I love being an influencer. I'd love to also deeply impact people and help them kindle their fire about pursuing their passions. And that's probably why the TED Talk really gelled in with my instincts to be a performing artist. So that kind of tied in very well. So here I am, and I'm very thankful to you. I don't know if I should be categorized as a celebrity, but in all humbleness and being very honored.
Of course, you are a celebrity.
Thank you.
Can we have Lalita on the full screen, please? And technical team, can we have Lalita on the full screen, please? Because I think we are viewing a different screen. It's kind of too confusing for us. Because I would love to read all the achievements she has done. So Lalita, as we have, as we have announced, she is. She calls herself not a celebrity, but she is a celebrity by herself.
Yeah, she is. That's so nice of her. So humble that she is not calling herself celebrity, but of course she is.
Yes. And so is the technical team having everybody on the screen? We want to bring our mom today, and we wanted to honor our moms, Mrs. Subhashri Gokul, and we would love to have her on our screen, and we will be honoring her daughter Sahana Gokul as well as her mom Subhashri Gokul.
Welcome to our show, Sahana and Subhashri.
So let me adjust something here so that I can change the view. So can I have Harshit to help me over here so that there is something going on with our screen? So that will be helping us to actually make the conversation more easier.
So while she is helping out with the technical thing, why don't you give us a little introduction about yourself, Suhana and her mom and daughter duo. By the way, you two look perfect in the floral outfit. I just love it. And since this episode is for Mother's Day, so we are very honored that you are part of our show. So please tell us something about yourself.
Hi Nisha.
Hi Subhashri. I'm not able to see you here. Give me a second. We are trying to fix it so that we can keep the conversation going. Harshit, so can we mute ourselves? Sahana, please keep talking. We are going to go ahead mute.
Okay. Yeah. My name is Sahana Gokul. I'm in 7th grade. I'm 12 years old and I go to Quail Valley Middle School, the GT Academy. I've had an interest in lots of things and I especially like doing community service projects as well. And I also really like coding and I also teach as well to students during summer and all online. So it's really fun. All right. Should my mom go now or is it?
Hey, hi, this is Subhashri Gokul here, Sahana's mom. First of all, thank you very much for having me in your show, Priyanka and Nisha. I just know Nisha probably maybe for 3-4 months, and she's such a sweetheart. I mean, she's just helping the kids a lot. I mean, for the kids. So I really like all her shows because Sahana was first aired by Nisha in one of her radio talk show, and it was a very good exposure for Sahana, like how she should talk in a public and other things. And um, I really admire Nisha for, I don't know how does she gets time for all these things. I am a celebrity, but Nisha is definitely a celebrity. Thank you again for having me in your show.
Yeah, thank you for coming to our show, and thank you for sharing your. Can you talk? Thank you for sharing your experience with us, with Nisha. She's a very beautiful person inside and out, and indeed a very good friend.
So Subhashri has been a big support, and Subhashri is also from Tamil background, and Lalita is also from Tamil. We actually can have a conversation like that in Tamil. Like, Lalita, I was telling about you to Subhashri, and she was like, wow, TED Talk. And, like, we are moms, right? So we fall for education, and you are a health coach. And then she went through your website, and then she was just like stunned. So I want both of you to interact first. So Subhashri, this is Lalita Ravi. And so Lalita is gonna, talk to Subhashri. And you see, it is all about networking through My Dream TV. And I'm glad our technical issue is fixed right now. So we are able to see the faces, and we are able to make a conversation, because, even though we are hearing the voices, we need to see their faces. So that makes a lot of difference. So let's have Subhashri and Lalita have a talk, chit chat. Tamilla pesunga.
Fantastic. Subhashri, vanakkam, எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
வணக்கம், நல்லா இருக்கேன். நீங்க எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
Fantastic. Happy Mother's Day in advance to you. And ரொம்ப அழகா இருக்கீங்க நீங்க ரெண்டு பேரும். மதர் அண்ட் டாட்டர் ரொம்ப அழகா ஒரு ஃப்ளோரல் ட்ரெஸ் போட்டுட்டு, அதுவும் அந்த பேக்ரவுண்ட்ல செமையா ஒரு ஃபிலிம் சீனிக் வியூ வந்துட்டுங்க அங்க.
அப்படியா? ஆக்சுவலா இன்னைக்கு நான் இத போட்டுக்கலாம்னு எடுத்தேன், but it so happened that Nisha gave me this background. I was like, wow, it's an apt background for the dress.
Yes. And you know what?
Yeah.
You should bring Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, into the screen. Whenever I see Lalita Ravi, right, I remember, like, I'm like, okay, she looks like Kamala Harris. I know, our CEO Janak ji, he should know that, someday Lalita Ravi is gonna be like that. I have so much confidence on this woman. She is amazing. She always inspires me. And Lalita, you should do it. I don't know, another Kamala Harris. Then I will have another segment from My Dream TV, and then me and Priyanka and Subhashri and Sahana also will be like taking your interview.
I'm totally honored and humbled, but I was just telling Subhashri, நீங்க அழகா வந்து love birds, love birds, love birds, love birds. பாடலாங்க. ரொம்ப அழகா இருக்கும் உங்களோட.
For sure.
And Sahana, I think you have already set the bar high. It's wonderful that you're doing such great things. Being a 7th grader, it's very inspiring. And I think that's really what's required, right? The next generation going forward is being a great inspiration, doing wonderful things. And the fact that you're a girl, I would give you an extra kudo there, because, not being partial to girls, but I think it's very important that girls shine bright, and they are shining stars today. And I think your mom's setting a great example for you in that sense. So Subhashri, kudos to you as a mom.
Yes. And now it's Sahana's highlight moment. I want to re-enumerate all Sahana's achievements. Sahana has been featured in Sun TV even as a little star, I think 3 or 4 years or something around that age. Her mom still had saved the clipping, and that was like a little stars program or something. And then after that, last year in COVID, she started taking classes, and for little kids and elementary kids and the junior middle schoolers. And as a 7th grader, she has already been a teacher. She was featured in Sun TV again, and that's how I came to know about her. And then I had contacted her, and I talked to her mom, and then I was taken up by surprise, because The things that she can do is amazing. So she is from My Dream TV and My Dream Global Foundation summer event, Bharat Got Talent star performer and star winner. She was the single top winner of that segment because she was able to do a stand-up comedy plus a math trick in less than 3 minutes. And that was a stunning performance. And
Great job, Sahana.
Sahana is
We are so proud of you.
Yes, and Sahana is doing a drive right now for the hygiene products, and that is something amazing concept that she's doing, because if you really think about it, there are many kids in this world, like sisters together, 3 or 4 sisters. You know, Priyanka, they don't even have money to buy the sanitary pads.
Exactly, yeah.
It's for them, it's food versus sanitary pads, you know, like, so they choose to go with the food and they cannot do that. And Sahana here trying to do that, it's such an amazing job. And apart from that, she also won the Fort Bend ISD Film Festival, where she did a documentary for one for the telephone evolution, and another documentary she did that for Life Reimagined. And she has done an exemplary work. And her actors, her model actors are her little brother, Gokul, and her dad, Mr. Gautam. No, sorry. Am I confused? Yes, I think I've confused again. So dad is Gokul and son is Gautam. And they are such a sweet, adorable family. Lalita, unga kudumbam maridan, kalai kudumbam. In their
Fantastic.
home, every wall speaks. Every wall speaks with art. So I also want to bring in my son, Harshit Sadhu, into the segment. And Harshit is also a great student, and sometimes it's hard for me to speak more about my own son, but I would love to talk about it. In this young age, he has created his own company, and he is designing and t-shirts. And he's going to talk LGX streetwear, and the proceeds towards from those the selling is going to the community service. And also 3 days ago he launched an app called Chronos along with his 3 other friends, and just in one day it had 990 downloads. And that app is for Zoom Desk Organizer. So our CEO, Rashmi ji and Janak ji would be very helpful with this, because they are super talented people, and My Dream TV has been like evolved. And now we are in Apple TV, Roku, Prime, Amazon Prime, Priyanka. So they also do a lot of Zoom. So our CEO, please download Chronos. It's a great app. And so I would love to welcome Harshit, and Harshit say a few words and say hi to Sahana and Lalita, Ravi and Priyanka. Welcome to our show, Harshit.
Hi everyone. How are y'all doing today?
Hi.
Hello, doing fantastic. Congratulations, Harshit.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was definitely a surprise to me, but it really shows that no matter how much luck you have, it's the hard work that counts. All the hard work that you put into something, it'll come right back at you. And that's just kind of the motto I live by, and I think that's definitely inspirational for sure.
Yeah, and usually men are words of little words, so you know he just made it in a very little words, but he still made his point.
He said it a lot.
Yes, he said it a lot.
Few words.
Yeah, and so now Priyanka is going to have a few questions for Lalita Ravi, and we would have a chance to interact with her. And our kids will be learning a little bit more from her. And then after that, whenever the kids are welcome to leave the show, because I know you guys have homeworks and stuff, but our whole focus was to bring you guys into the show. But let's have at least 10 minutes of you guys into the show. So Priyanka, have your first question.
So I have a question for you. So tell me how you keep yourself fit.
Wow, that's a good question. Yay.
yeah, because being a
2
mother,
sons.
Yeah, you have 2 sons. And
Taller than you.
You are a career woman, and you wear a different hat. So when you are wearing mother hat, how you are dealing with all the all the roles you have in your life, and then keeping yourself fit? That's the question I have for you.
Well, Priyanka, thank you so much. You're pretty much making my night, I should say, because it's night here. Um, and so I'm gonna be in seventh heaven, dreaming today, and having a wonderful night. But needless to say, like I said at the beginning, Priyanka, health for me is one of my biggest assets. I think everything else that you get in life, success, money, fortune, possessions, career, all of that can only follow up only if you have good health. And that has been my driving force from a very young age. And I've always thought about health being my primary asset that I would like to always, keep well and cherish and protect it like it was a big possession for me. And I certainly am blessed with that. Even though I had a lot of battles that I did have to fight with, thyroid cancer when I was about 36, I definitely knew that I could fight it because my positive reinforcement and my energy was much more stronger than the thyroid cancer, I would say. But that kind of just enhanced the importance of looking after myself and my health. And I think, in a certain way, the balance of the academic qualification that I have, being a health coach and a registered dietitian, kind of fits in as a good glove, right? Michigan is, you call it the glove. So that's a good example for you to understand that if you fit in like a good glove, then I think that kind of completes you. So my profession enhanced the need for me to stay fit at all times. I wouldn't say it comes easy. I do watch what I eat. And needless to say, I'm a foodie also. I do enjoy and relish all different delicacies, from dessert to starters to everything else that's happening in a meal. And being a South Indian, Nisha knows and Subhashri knows that we never stop eating. Being an Indian, for the matter of fact, you have such diversity with your food. But to answer your question, in terms of being a mom or being a career woman or being just a woman, it's just the juggle you do and how you prioritize yourself with your time. When you're a mom, be a mom completely. When you're a career woman, be a career woman completely. And just a few minutes ago, Nisha set a very good example to that, how she was managing Harshad, and at the same time being a fantastic professional in carrying the show forward. So I think we all do this task. I'm sure, Priyanka, you do the same too in many aspects. But I think it just has to be very clear in your mind what your priorities are. And if you set your priorities straight, and if you have that clear vision in your mind and you see that light ahead of you, then nothing can stop you. So I think that's probably the secret to where I've been in with my health journey.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you for summarizing it for our viewers, Lalita.
Yeah, and Lalita,
Thank you very
before the
much.
kids will be leaving from the show, and Subhashri is welcome to still stay, I want you to guide them a little bit about speaking and speaking with confidence, and like able to go onto the stage and present like a TED talk. And you're a health coach, and you also talked about Bharatanatyam and everything in that segment. I want your guidance for these kids, and we will be airing this show and many kids will be watching. So it will be a great asset and a help for them and a guidance. So I want you just kind of like, it was, for example, I just want to give you an example so it will help you how to guide them, because with Harshit, I had been working through, and so he has gotten a lot and better. But I still wanted him to talk more, like more creative talking. Sahana today in the other show, she was going a little faster. So I told her mom, let her go a little slower so that, people can follow, because not everybody has the fast paced length, right? So please, on that lines and more lines, please guide
them. First of all, both Sahana and Harshit, I think you're already very confident children, and I think you're already into the path of being entrepreneurs and successful career makers in future. So good luck for that. Having been in this field, especially being an entrepreneur, being a self-made woman, it has definitely been a learning experience. besides the fact, the first thing that I would say, besides the fact that you learn in your school, you learn in your college, you learn from work, the biggest experiences and the biggest networking is about learning from life. So the many experiences that you have in life, whether it's a successful experience or it's a failure, I want you to take a good lesson from each one of them. And that's probably going to help you enhance your knowledge and your intellect in many aspects. You know, you probably wouldn't see the bigger picture of it at that very moment, but every single failure is only a stepping stone to success. I mean, regardless to say, when you're successful, you probably kind of don't analyze it as much, but a failure will probably tell you a lot more about what are the things that you learned during that time and during that course of your not being successful. That's the first thing. Second thing, besides the fact that you may not be like a speaker who speaks many words, and a man of few words will also do a wonderful job. And Harshad, as a young, handsome man, did a fine job just by saying, you know, it's always hard work. That kind of summarized it all. That put it in a nutshell. So you could be a man of few words, or you could be a woman of few words, but just get your UPS, you know, get your identity, get your self very established as to what your skill set is. And if you are going to enhance based on that, for example, if you're a performing artist, if you love to be in front of the screen, if you are a show teller and you love showbiz, then you shouldn't have the fear of facing the camera. You should want to face the camera as many times as you want, like, and you know, in all different angles. It could be bloopers that you do. It could be embarrassing moments that you have, but you should never shy away from the camera. If you want to be a public speaker, you got to stand in front of the mirror. You got to talk to your family. You got to present to your friends and hear the critiques from them. And that's the only way that you would probably get that real life experience. So besides the fact that you, would acquire all the knowledge from the academics, the school system, the colleges that you would attend, I think the biggest experience that you would get is from life. So never, ever give up the opportunity when that comes knocking at your door, and be yourself, for the matter of fact, and identify your, your core skills, and identify that UPS for yourself. And that is very important. That's probably the best way that you can be known to the world and create your own identity. I hope I summarized what you wanted me to tell them, Nisha.
Sure, Lalita. You know, because you are more of a trainer and you offer a lot of classes and coaching sessions. And viewers, whoever is watching this segment, if you want to get special training sessions from Lalita, please go on to her website. And her website, if you don't mind, can you tell the name of your website?
Sure. It's www.nurturetheartist.com. And besides the fact that I do a lot of health coaching, which is definitely, a bigger umbrella of not just coaching for health, but it's also lifestyle changes, a lot to do with self-confidence, self-esteem. And I don't categorize it for any particular age, no bar. I've got it for different categories. And I do specialize for students too. I give a lot of training for students in terms of enhancing their confidence and building up their, self-esteem, which I think most children are already getting that from the school systems. But when they go for this special coaching or talk to a person in their field that they're interested, it probably is going to give them enhanced value. So the website again is www.nurturetheartist.com.
Yeah, let me repeat it again. It's www.nurturetheartist.com. And Lalita, thank you so much for supporting these kids through our Chit Chat and Chai. me and Priyanka, Priyanka is an optometrist from India, and she's a woman entrepreneur here. And so she is very talented, and she has done so many pageants, like how you and me met, Lalita. She and me met in another show like that, and we were brides of the world, right?
Yeah.
And I was a Bengali bride, and she was a Punjabi bride. Yeah. And then we were like, let. So we were like singing and dancing
and
yeah, and then we were featured in a 10x8 food banner and in a stadium.
Yeah.
And in floats.
Yeah.
And that was like the star moment for both of us. We still remember that, and we can never forget it. She is also a very down-to-earth person, and me and her always have the same wavelengths. And so, like, and Subhashri, when I met Lalita, she just like, mingled with everybody. And she just was like very pleasant, and our show was like, I actually got permission from her to do her act. She came like the where she would, but I did the same thing with the mustache and stuff. So I actually did it from Lalita, because she did that dance really, really well. Like, what's that Padmavat song?
Okay.
That one. No, not that one. The one that...
No. This was the Khilji song.
The Khilji song.
Okay.
The Khilji song. So
that was very fast and very tough.
Yeah, so she came in as a woman first, and then she removed the veil, and then she was a man, and I was like, wow, what a show. What did she pull it off? She was so good. So I took her permission after almost 2 years, right? And I just didn't want to remove the fame of her. I kept it for her for 2 years. And after that, I texted her. I said, can I copy that, Lalita? She's like, whoa, well ahead.
That is so sweet.
Yeah. And so, Lalita, how did you get into Hollywood?
Good question. Getting into Hollywood is still, a segue, I would say. It's still happening. It's in the process.
We will pray for you. You need to be there.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I lead all your prayers, all your wishes, and all your goodwill. But acting has always been, my passion from childhood. Like I said, I would always want to pose in front of the mirror and the camera. So showbiz is my world. I know I love the applause. I love the encouragement. I love that energy. And going into to Hollywood, I mean, I initially started off to venture out, looking for opportunities in Bollywood. But being the fact that I have established myself here in the United States of America, and I have a very strong, home base and a very strong network here in terms of people being connected here, and the number of, I wouldn't say fan followers, but a lot of people who really look up to a wonderful way. In a wonderful way, they get influenced by a lot of things that I do. I felt it would probably be a setting example for many of the women out there, or for the many of the Asian Indians out there, to say that Hollywood is not impossible also. I mean, there's already many people out there who are already doing it. But being that my roots are from India, I came here 25 years ago. I'm now established here, and I'm an American citizen. I felt, why not? I mean, why would I not want to try? Because probably the language would have been a barrier, but I think in today's day and time, none of that is a barrier, right? Especially after the pandemic. A celebrity or not a celebrity, you can be in a fantastic film, and you can be an Oscar winner with the very next film. So I think the opportunities are endless, and if you don't shut yourself down and you keep yourself open, it really is limitless, is what I would say, Nisha and Priyanka. So my dream to become an actress was probably almost 5 to 10 years back, which I slowly kind of, I'd sown the seeds for it, and I'd spoken to my family about it. My children were still growing up. They're grown adults now. My older one is 22, and the younger one's 21 this year. So I felt I have less responsibilities, and now I can go full-fledged into my most cherished passion. And so here I am, looking forward to my first debut into the silver screen in Hollywood, and wish me luck.
Yes,
Of
always.
course. Good
And we'll
luck to
be
you.
praying
Yeah,
for
we
you
will be
because
praying, and
it's not easy to get in there. And when you get that opportunity, we want you to do it because, I mean, think about it in a nice way too. We know a Hollywood actress. Yay. I know Lalita Ravi,
Yeah,
who's a
that is
Hollywood
going to
actor.
be awesome.
So, but I really pray for you and Lalita because you have that talent. You have that aura in you, and you are
Deserve
a
it.
person. You
You
help
deserve it.
everyone. And when you be there, like I've never ever thought about Hollywood, honestly speaking. I always wanted to be solo nonna. I wanted to be grandmother of Rajinikanth.
That is so
That's
sweet.
all I wanted to be. I was like, I don't know if I'll be in the silver screen. Rajinikanth will be the ever young hero, no matter
no
what.
matter what.
I'll
Yeah.
be like, I'll be grandma by the time I'm going into the screen. I'll be like, let me be grandmother of Rajinikanth superstar. He'll be Chitty Robo.
Yeah.
But then when I see you, like, trying and getting into the Hollywood and you go for these opportunities that knock in your door, and I know that you did the top 5 Mrs. Michigan. I never had that courage to go there, and because she was also in the swimsuit round, and she presented herself with so much confidence, and she also, I think one day we had a conversation. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it, and she was just like out there, and she's like, you can do it. I'm like, I hope my husband doesn't listen to that.
And also you have to have a body like that
Yes,
also, right?
yes.
Because she is so fit and keeping
She's
herself
so perfect,
so
yes.
perfect. So just wanted to ask you another question for my viewers. This show is for mothers, especially. It's a Mother's Day show. So being a mother, and there are so many mothers out there struggling with lose weight and keeping themselves fit. So what is your message for them? How do you like? Is there any tip you want to share with them so that they can be fit with in a limited time? Because being a mom, you're always busy, struggling with different things with career, and also. So, is there any tip or any message you wanna give them?
How to lose weight.
How to lose
Absolutely.
weight?
Yes.
Priyanka, that's a very important question, and a very critical question.
Before you answer, I want Harshit also to ask you, because he's also trying to lose weight, and I tell him it's not like he doesn't need to lose weight. So Harshit, you want to ask her how to lose weight?
Okay, so one of my biggest wishes right now is for me to gain a little bit of muscle, because as my mom may contest, I am very skinny and I'm very slim, and I'm kind of like shaggy in some sort of way, and I'm trying to gain some muscle. I'm trying to stay fit. So what is your advice on that? I mean, me being a teenager, I should have a lot more time, so I'm really for anything.
Well, Harshad, I think your question and Priyanka's question are definitely two different segments, but I'm going to try and interject on both of them and bring it to a common ground, first of all. Priyanka, first of all, you need to understand losing weight or gaining weight, whether it's for Harshad to gain some muscle or whether it's for women or anybody else to lose the weight. Nothing comes easy, nothing is quick and fast. This is not the fast foods of America, and we have seen what's happening to America with the sad diet. So let's come to the conclusion and the understanding that there is something seriously wrong in the system that is feeding you. I mean, I'm not trying to point fingers at anybody specifically, but there is a lot of influence with media, and there is a lot of influence with everything else that's being presented around you that's going to probably not motivate you enough to lose the weight. I mean, there are so many diets out there that you can actually adapt to. But how often do these diet works is the important question. So when a person wants to lose the weight, whether it's the moms who want to lose the weight, whether it's a teenager who wants to gain the muscle, the first thing that they need to ask themselves, with a count of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, that I want this to happen now and here, and 1 being the least, what is my count first? And if they are at a 10, then they're desperate because they have suffered enough that they do not like where they are right now. It's not because of the physical appearance that you see yourself in a mirror and you feel that you're heavy or you're big built, but it's more about the inner soul that tells you, right? So as a health coach, I really feel that it's very important to first look at that, that count, to see between a 1 to a 10, where are you on that scale first? That's going to tell you predominantly how proactive, how inclined, how effective you are in going to be in whatever way you're going to lose the weight. Intermittent fasting is like the happening hot thing today, right? Everybody wants to go on a detox diet. Everybody wants to go on a intermittent fasting diet. And Harshad, something like an intermittent fasting would probably be helpful for you to begin with if you want to kind of shed away some of the fat and get away with some of that shagginess that you see, the loose skin hanging out. But if you really would like to increase your muscle mass, I think it's important that you integrate a lot of your food habits with good quality protein, high biological value protein. It doesn't mean that you just pump yourself up with a lot of, protein powders and whey powders, which have no background or no understanding of the nutritional counts. It is very important. There's so many products out there, believe me or not. Like I use something which is I've researched it for almost my entire lifetime, and now I've come to the conclusion that it works for me. So as far as losing weight or gaining the muscle mass, even though they are two different ends of the spectrum that you're talking about, majority of the people don't realize that when you lose weight, you also lose a lot of muscle. And that's the first thing you need to understand. So when you don't want to lose the muscle, you got to increase the protein in your diet. And you need to also increase a lot of the vitamins and minerals, which comes from fruits and vegetables. So Harshad, the best way to start your practice of gaining some muscle and to bulk up a little bit and look hunky is probably starting off with good high biological value protein. For example, if you are, animal protein eater, you can have an egg in the morning. Oh, you're just pure vegetarians, which is perfectly all right too. Perfectly all right. Perfectly all right. You could still do it from a lot of the vegetable protein. It's just that you may have to increase the amount of protein that you take. And also, like I said, this forum may not be completely, easy for us to explain everything that goes around with choosing the right protein. But all I have to say is that whether it's the mom losing weight, or whether it's a young lad like Harshad wanting to gain muscle, or it's a middle-aged woman like me who wants to gain muscle. Because when I was doing the pageant show, fitting into that swimsuit really meant a lot to me. Yes. And if I want to look fit and toned, I really had to do a lot of strength training. I had to do a lot of endurance workout. I had to do a lot of performance workout. So there is some specific training that you have to do to your body to do that. So nothing comes as a quick fix, because if it is a quick fix, it's going to be a quick fix turning around to your to your initial stages also. Let me tell you that. Life is not easy, so is any of this not easy. I'm not being discouraging here, but I'm just being practical and positive about this, that it is doable. But once you realize how badly you want to do it, then you're going to be more persuasive and more effective in what you do. So Harshad, you're always welcome to talk to me at a different time, and I can give you some great tips about how to become bulky and hunky.
Sure, definitely. And he has a lot to learn so that his speaking skills will also be improved by, and I'm trying to put him in interaction with great people. And that way, the overall performance would be improvising. And Sahana out there, she is an upcoming star and space engineer. And so I'm all eager. And one of her research projects she's already thinking about is how to conserve fuel in space station. I'm like, அப்பா நாங்க இங்கேயே அத பத்தி யோசிக்க மாட்டேங்கிறோம். We are not even thinking about it here, and she's just thinking about in the space. Like their thought process is amazing, and she has done some unique projects with her brother's toys and stuff like that. And I'm like, I only just with open mouth, might be like a lot of flies went in. But these kids are really amazing. And today we had in the earlier show we had my KTISD PACE student also was in the show, and he wants to become an infectious disease doctor. So we encourage all these kids. We bring on these celebrities, and they're already been successful in their life. And them talking to these young kids and having that little interaction in the bridge makes our Chit Chat and Chai from My Dream TV a very special segment, right? So,
you bet.
So the kids are welcome to leave the show, and we're going to have a rapid fire segment with Lalita Ravi, and we'll be wrapping up the show. And so let me ask the first question with Lalita Ravi. What is your favorite food?
Rasam.
Rasam, yay! How about you? Ask a question. Priyanka and me are gonna be changing. Another question.
So, one fitness tip.
Quick 30
Be
seconds.
yourself.
Pardon?
Look at yourself in the mirror every day and enjoy being you.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Very well said.
Very quick answer. How about what is your favorite color?
Blue, as you see.
Hey, the blue beauty.
Yeah.
How about, go ahead, Priyanka.
So, one word if you want to boost confidence.
One word.
One word if you want to boost confidence for people in general?
Yeah,
in general.
Yeah, being a coach,
One word.
One word if you have to summarize it.
Passion. Being passionate.
Awesome. Favorite destination?
Hawaii, which I have not been yet.
Oh, me too. I would love to, right, Priyanka?
Yeah.
And our CEO was planning for a cruise pageant, and I can't wait for that. I told him, yes, I am coming.
We can make a segment on cruise.
Yes. My husband wanted to join that cruise. He's like, if Janak Ji is doing a cruise pageant, we are in there. I'm like, yes, we are in there. I was about to go to New York. I hope this variant just calms down. And also, Lalita, we do short movies with My Dream TV, and we do commercials. And My Dream TV is a big platform, big networking. Feel free to have your friends and you have yourself as well as your students network with My Dream TV, because we are all about networking. We have so many pageants coming up, and so you can always make yourself available. Sahana, Harshit, keep interacted with My Dream TV. And a couple more questions. Favorite Bollywood actor?
Amitabh Bachchan.
Oh yes, because you are going to be and you are going to be into the Hollywood. I just don't want you to pick a Hollywood actor. But who is your favorite Tamil actor?
Tamil actor, Kamal Hassan.
Kamal Hassan, nice. Go ahead, Priyanka. Quick questions.
So, sweet or sour? What do you like?
Sweet or sour?
I'm a sweet person. I like gulab jamuns a lot. I like all desserts actually. I relish all of them, but I'm a sweet person. I know that. Yeah.
Okay. If you have a Western outfit and a Madisar outfit, which is the one you're going to choose?
I would probably fit into both. I would probably make it a nice fusion, because I could probably get a different look with it. So I could probably wear the Western inside and wrap my Madisar on top and give it a different look. Why not?
Awesome. You are a star. You didn't want to give out Madisar, and you didn't want to give out Western.
Very clever.
Awesome.
Very well said.
Cheers again.
Cheers,
Chit Chat and Chai. That's awesome. So one last question you ask us.
What is it that inspired you to do Chit Chat and Chai?
Oh, what's that? You want a 30-second answer?
30-second answer.
30-second answer. Having entertainment and fun.
Yeah.
What about you, Priyanka?
So, since we both love chai.
answer. 30-second answer.
Okay. No long answer.
Okay, so we both love chai. So this segment came into our mind, and then Janakji came up with the chit chat and chai, and then Nisha initiated this, and then we started the show for our viewers.
Yeah, when we had the chai and when we were partying for Priyanka's birthday.
Yeah, then we had this
and
idea.
thanks to her husband, because he made a lovely setup and they get up, and our trailer and teaser came from his decorations.
Yeah.
So that was the inspiration to be really
So he threw
long
a
answer.
party for me. It was a English tea party theme. So from there, this idea came up.
Yes, and we were having the best
Fantastic.
Indian chai.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen your other shows, and both of you were like dainty darlings dressed up with, really very cool, hats, and it was a typical the British culture that you were following. I really liked that, and chai is definitely something very close to the Indian culture too, where sit through a chai and you can do all the gupshup and all the gossips and all the wonderful conversations. But Nisha and Priyanka, I think you guys are a fantastic team. I must say that the enthusiasm, the energy and the bubbly feeling that you bring into the show, Nisha has been a fantastic motivator for many people in her community, as I see it. The first time I saw Nisha, all I could see is wonderful heart. I think she is a great. She's a person with a great heart and a very warm heart. She's very welcoming, and now I see the fantastic professional in her. Needless to say, she's managing a full-time physician's job, being a dentist, and that she runs an entrepreneurial show like this, which is bringing in so many different people and creating a forum for so many different people. I mean, and Priyanka, needless to say, being an obstetrician, is that what you are?
Optometrist. Yeah.
Optometrist. Sorry.
Optometrist, women entrepreneur.
Okay. I mean, kudos to both of you as hosts.
Yeah.
I think you're doing a fantastic job, and you've created a niche for both yourselves. And, more than anything else, you're pursuing a wonderful passion, and you're talking to so many people. And at this trying times, I think that's really what people want, right? They want to converse. They want to know more. They want to be able to see people, because they're so stuck up at, the environments between the four walls. And trying to bring in more forums like this certainly, brings in more entertainment into your life. So I think that's you guys are doing a phenomenal job with that, and kudos to both of you for that.
Thank you for kind
all
words.
of us.
Yeah, kudos to you as well.
We cannot stop here, not able to thank our CEO, Janakji, as well as Rashmiji. Rashmiji is an angel. You should connect with her, Lalita. She is awesome. And we wanted to do this with My Dream TV to make it very, very special. And like I said, we have gone into Amazon Prime, Roku, as well as Apple TV. And we want to connect with the whole world. And our ventures are extending into Australia, New Zealand, UAE, India, and all over the world. And I always say we want to extend into space too if we have a chance, and we'll be like rock, 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 top, 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 and then we'll be like chit-chatting, chai.
Yeah, we will be there with our teacups.
Yeah, they will be there with their teacups. Might be it's filled with all the digits and stuff, binary numbers. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this great show. And I always said, with Lalita's talent, one show might not be enough. I might have 2, 3 segments.
I just feel like talking to her, asking questions,
yes,
and then
it can just go on.
Yeah, we have to stop somewhere.
And the point has come. Thank you so much, Lalita, for your valuable time, precious time. Yes. And we wish you all the best for an exemplary future. And you're already a star. We keep you in our prayers so that you would have a great Hollywood venture, more avenues to come. And don't forget us.
And then when you will be a Hollywood star, then we will invite you again as a Hollywood star in our show.
And then we will also be your bridesmaid in your wedding Hollywood, whatever drama or lifetime show. And then we would be like, hey, we are in Hollywood too, yay! That was awesome. Subhashri, thank you so much. You are the mother and you have been so supportive. She was there today recording our entire show with Divya Wunniji. And it was so awesome. And thank you, Harshit. Thank you, Sahana. Thank you so much. And Subhashri, you want to say a quick thank you, as well as Harshit and Sahana, quick thank you. And we'll be wrapping up the show.
Yeah, thanks, Nisha. I mean, thank you so much for having us in your show. I mean, it's been, I don't know if I'm really a celebrity mother, but
oh, you are.
so good. I mean, like to appear in your programs, like all your programs are like so energetic, and it's so fun to see you in doing this program. So thank you so much once again.
Welcome, Subhashri. Sahana?
Yep, also thank you for the opportunity. I had a lot of fun just listening to a lot of advice also.
Yeah, and do more and more achievements so that I'll have to just keep a segment for all your achievements. Yeah, because I enumerated it, and then I always ask Harshit, like, Harshit, what are you going to do next? I mean, I like not to compare, but then I always tell him, you have to do this, you have to do this. Yes. Harshit, you want to say a quick goodbye, and then that way we can wrap it up.
Thank you so much, Lalita ji. I'm definitely going to take your advice on that. And thank you so much, Dr. Nisha, Priyanka ji, and let's keep it up.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you all for another lovely segment of Chit Chat and Chai.